Hey YouTubers, it's Ronan here with my bar channel where I'm either building it, assembling it, repairing it, or just replacing it. What I'm going to be working on today is my 2005 Nissan Sentra where I'm replacing the crankshaft position sensor and showing you the location of the camshaft position sensor. So let's get this video started. Whenever working on your engine, you always want to make sure that you disconnect the battery from the vehicle. Disconnecting the battery is a safety that you should always practice. Practicing the safety is a good idea because when you're working on your engine, you always have live power going up to the ignition. And when you're reaching in with a tool, there's a chance that you could touch or hit a positive wire and ground it out to the vehicle chassis, which can create a spark. So make it a practice to always disconnect the battery. So with the 10 millimeter, you can go ahead and remove the battery. It's easier to use a wrench versus to use a regular combination wrench or closed end wrench versus to use adjustable, because the adjustable slips. Always disconnect negative first, then positive. When you connect back, you connect the positive, then the negative. Tuck that out of the way. Make sure you can't touch anything. And we'll proceed. Now let's look at the crankshaft position sensor. As you can see, it's at a very difficult spot to get to. You really need to have this car on a jack so you can get under, and it's basically a reaching process because it's above the drive shaft, under the starter. You can see the starter in the top right. That's your starter right there, and there is your position sensor. You will see my hand reaching for it in a few minutes in the video, and it's at a spot where you can't just pop it out because it has an O-ring, and the O-ring is what is keeping it in place with a seal. It's just I believe it's a 10 millimeter bolt that's holding this sensor in place. So you really want to try to get this car elevated so you can reach it properly. As you can see, I'm struggling quite a bit just to pop this sensor out. I'm not able to pull it out even though the screw was removed. I'm not able to pull the sensor out, and it was quite a struggle. So what I end up doing is going back to my toolbox to see what I had in there that I could use to pop this sensor out without breaking anything. And I found this little plastic pry bar that I use to remove usually any type of, when I'm working on washing machines, to prevent chipping of the paint and stuff like that, or you can use it to remove the moldings, door moldings in the vehicle. That's what I use this little plastic pry bar for, and I end up using it to pop this sensor out of place. At the time I was working on this vehicle, I had the throttle body removed. I was doing some other work on the throttle body and cleaning it. You can look for a future video on how to remove and replace the throttle body, how to clean the throttle body, how to reprogram the car after the throttle body was removed. But I happen to have this throttle body removed, and I'm trying to reach this from the top, and you can see right there that's from the top of the engine below where the throttle body would sit. And it was a little bit difficult to get it out, I guess, because the part's been sitting there for, I guess, since the car was born, and the part was just sitting in there, never removed. So you can't pull it. You try to twist it or turn left and right, but I was not able to pop it out. It was a bit of a struggle. Once I got it out, putting a new one in was very easy. All I had to do was just put a little bit of oil on the O-ring itself and just slip it in, and it just popped right in place. What I'm trying to show you is a bird's eye view of the engine, where it's located, where I'm going in from. So here's the location of the camshaft position sensor facing the engine. It's on the right hand side. That's very easy to remove and reinstall. It doesn't take much effort, much work. 10 millimeter bolt, unclip the electrical wire, pull it out, get some oil, lubricate the O-ring, and slip it back in. Once you do that, it's minimum 5 minutes probably, not much effort to pull it out. I hope you like this video. Like, share, subscribe, comment if you need to see more videos on my Nissan Sentra. I have other videos I have not published yet, as it takes time to process and edit. So comment below if you need to see something and I've worked on it. I probably have it, and I will try to get the video up. Until next time, peace to the beast. Click on one of the links above to see one of my videos.